Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. It is a big match today. It is third place York, the team that were doing so well at the top of the table for the first 16 games, who have all of a sudden just fallen off a cliff and started losing matches. In between episodes, we haven't actually played anything. I will give you a little quick update just so you're aware. So, a few days ago, we were on a little bit of an FA Cup run against Salford. We beat them 1-0. We then went and beat Curzon-Ashton 4-0. FA Trophy match, which we're not too fussed about at the moment. Then Boston United a 1-1 draw. And then in the episode on Friday evening, it was a 2-1 defeat against Coventry. We were very unlucky. Brad Watkins was an absolute hero in this one. Which brings us to today. Third place York, second place Southport. It is a match that realistically, if we win this, we can put ourselves a little bit clear at the top of the table, if I'm not mistaken. And by at the top of the table, I mean us and Chester, because Chester are playing Gateshead, a team who are down in 18th place. We are obviously playing third place York. A victory will put us onto 39 points. Even if Hereford win their game, we'll still be 3 points clear of our closest challenger at that point. So back in league action then after our little FA Cup little escapade, I guess, where we end up losing eventually in Birmingham against Coventry. We are up against York. Are York good? I mean, by the fact that whoa, hold up. What's happened? Really? They were in League 2 not that long ago. Double relegation. And now sat in the Vanarama North. Have they got some good players in their team? Their top goalscorer is Kyle McFarlane, who is good. He is formerly of Nuneaton Borough, Birmingham and Barrow. 18 games, 10 goals. That's a lot of goals. The starting lineup we're going to go for then is going to be Watkins in goal, Parker, Adu, Prepper and Astles as the back three, Woodward and Bradley Barros as the wing backs, Morgan and Lewis in the middle, Aaron Sibia as the advanced playmaker and Correa and Newell as the strikers. It's the same formation and starting 11 that we always play, with one little tweak. You'll notice Correa and Newell have swapped over. Correa has stopped scoring goals. If you look at his form, it's just stopped. He's just stopped. His last goal was against Gloucester. He's just not scored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games now. His average rating is probably, a 6.4, 6.5, something along those lines. He's just stopped scoring goals. I want him to get back scoring goals, so maybe a change of position might suddenly do that. We do risk the problem with George Newell, though, that if we change his position, he might stop scoring, although he also hasn't scored in the last 4 games either. We are playing matching formations. That's why they're doing so well. They're playing our formation. Okay. This is is it a 6-pointer? Is this a definition of a 6-pointer? I'm hoping that we can pick up the victory, cruise on in, because we played really well against Curzon-Ashton, who are another team who are at the top end of the table, did really well beating them 4-0. I'm hoping we can do the same against York. There's an early highlight. The ball finds its way all the way back to Brad Watkins. Is this an actual highlight, or is it just going to peter out into nothing? Watkins with a ball once again inside his penalty area. Michael Parker towards Woodward on the right-hand side. It's been a great loanee so far. Correa's going to run onto it. Go on, Correa. 33 seconds on the clock. A change of position almost brings a goal to his name within the first 40 seconds of the match. Unfortunately, it didn't, but it could have done. Throw on the right. Johnson takes it. Now Bond for York. Tries to cross it in. It takes a deflection. Johnson gets the ball back, though. Now Kinpioka, maybe. Woodward clears it, only as far as Collins. It's a volley. Parker gets in the way of it, takes one probably right in the face. Ferguson on the left, 2 players for company. The fullback tries to get round his man, has to play it back instead to Collins. Now Crawford, now Kinpioka, and someone scored a worldie against us. It's Andy Bond. This is what happens in lower league football, apparently. Everyone scores worldies. It's not ideal, is it, that we play against a team who are just below us in the table, and they just score an absolute screamer out of nothing. Throw on the right for York. Johnson takes it. Bowers can just lump the ball upfield. Raul Correa, the Portuguese, and I think Guinea-Bissauan. Is that how you'd say it? Lewis to Woodward. Correa's making a run down the right. Aaron Sibia collects it. He's just smashed it upfield. George Newell chests it down. It's a wonderful tackle. It's a penalty. I'm not sure how that's a penalty, but sure, it's going to be Correa to step up and take it. Come on, Raul. Don't do this to me now. Raul Correa. It's been saved. Of course it's been saved. That's Correa's match over, isn't it? We've still got the ball, though. Bowers with it in the penalty area. It's cleared by York. And that's Correa's match over, because he's not going to perform now, is he? York's still breaking with the ball. Gideon Adu Prepper intercepts it. Correa's on a 6.3 now. Woodward's throw to Lewis, back to Woodward. He need it down to Woodward then. Johnson clears it. It's Kempster now for York. How are we not getting the ball here? We had a throw and we've lost the ball completely. What are you doing? Who are you? Parker, just not paying attention. Kempster goes for goal, hits it wide. That was very lucky because we were not very good there. Going to shout at them, going to give them a demand more. Correa's on a 6.1. Oh, it's gone up to a 6.2. And at half-time then, it is 1-0 to York. We're giving him an angry shout. An angry shout. We're going tactics. Correa is coming off. We're going to do Ryan Curran, who apparently is a slightly better pressing forward than old Kiki, which, fair enough. Or maybe, do we just do that? Do we just play Ryan Curran as that advanced forward instead? Because Kiki can't score either. We do. We're going to play Curran on the left-hand side. It is an early highlight with a throw for Astles. Bradley Bowers collects it back to Ryan Astles, who I assume is my captain. I don't think he is. I just think he is because he's an old man. Aaron Sibia goes for goal with a weird effort, hits it over the bar. He's also not an old man. He's like 26. We've got a corner with Woodward to take it with a yellow card towards the back post. It was Curran who was there. Spratt can't get the header clear. McNulty, with a lovely head of grey hair there, can get the ball upfield. Crawford has been taken down viciously by Parker. That has to be a straight red. It is a straight red for Michael Parker. It has gone from bad to worse. A missed penalty and now a red card. Right, Aaron Sibia's coming off. Weirdly, he's one of our best performers, but he's coming off. We're going to bring on Yaziakunu. Sure, why did I pick the one with a weird name? I could have gone for Nathan Baxter. Throw for Ferguson for York. Woodward heads clear. Lewis is going to get on the end of it. We're only one goal behind, so we can still get something from this. Lewis with a very strange running animation. He's going all the way. Lewis, the New Zealander, stops in the penalty area. He's still got the ball. He goes for goal into the hands of the goalkeeper Patterson. An hour now on the clock. York are currently top of the table. If everything stays this way, Chester must be losing their match as well, up against Gateshead, wasn't it? Final 10 minutes of the match. We're going to get creative. People seem to do something. We're in the final 5 minutes. We're going to do our final substitution. It is going to be Clayton off, Ruben Sammet on. I can't see us getting anything from this, and it's all Raul Correa's fault. Corner for York with 2 minutes of injury time to play. So I'm hoping this is a counter-attack, but I'm not expecting much. Corner comes in. Spratt is there with a head. The ball has taken about 7 deflections. Harry Spratt puts it in the back of the net. It's a 2-0 defeat against York. It is not a good performance. And that actually brings our run of unbeaten games to a dramatic halt. I think it was 10 games in a row undefeated. And we've now just lost 2-0 to York. And there it is. It is over. Disappointing. So everyone gets an angry team talk. It's going to be a shouting at for old Raul Correa, because 6.1 is just appalling. So I guess the silver lining to the cloud is Gateshead did beat Chester, which means we are still just 2 points behind top of the table. York go at the top of the table, Chester in second. We are third. Curzon Ashton also 36 points now in fourth place. Kidderminster, Kettering and Hereford also not particularly far away. 1 defeat and a victory for all of those could potentially drop us down to 7th place in the table. Parker's been banned for 1 match. I mean, I'll give you a week's fine, partially to save some money. Raul Correa has now not scored in 8 games. Discipline for poor performance. You're getting a half a week's wage fine. 250 quid. Well, Michael Parker thought his fine was okay. Did Raul Correa accept his? He did. Perfect. Now, what we might need to do with old Raul Correa is something that I do occasionally. You can play for the under-18s. Do they even play football? Hold on. Okay, they play friendlies. Fair enough. They're going to play Ashton United under-23s. You're going to play for them for 90 minutes and you're going to score a goal, okay? That's what you're going to have to do. I don't know whether he's allowed to play for them, however, but we'll find out shortly. Right, that is going to do it then for today's episode. Next episode, what are we going to do? I've not even had a look yet. So far, December has started off fairly badly. We've got an FA Trophy match against Blythe, Alfreton, Kidderminster, Bradford Park Avenue, Blythe once again. Maybe we go for Brackley, something like that. We head just into January. We've spent a long time just fanning about in November. So maybe we fly forward a little bit. We go for Brackley, possibly Chester. We're going to do it. We're going to go a long way. We're going to go all the way through to the Chester game. So hopefully when you return, we've picked up, let's say, a victory against Alfreton. Maybe a victory. We'll see a draw. So we'll beat Alfreton. So 3 points, 4 points there. That's another 3 points, so 7 points against Blythe. Yeah, sure, we'll get 3 points there, so 10 points. Brackley, another 3 points. We should be getting 13 points, at least, 13 to 16 points in between episodes. Sure, that will work. Thank you very much for watching this rather disappointing episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. 2-0 defeat against one of our rivals in the league has kind of... It's annoyed me, not going to lie. If you did enjoy this episode though, please do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow with the big match up against Chester.